Good morning, my dear friends. Welcome back to Fuzz Life, and this is Fayaz, your host. I hope you guys are doing well. So, I was just going to the office, and I thought, why not just make a vlog and talk to all of you guys? So, anyways, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. A couple of videos that I had already made, and I would like to share it with you guys as well. So as of now, the video that I made, that was why I left India, well, that had a lot of people who already know me get in touch with me and just keep asking a lot of things. So the common question that I heard from most of you guys is that why did you leave India and move to Dubai? Why not anywhere else? I mean, why is it that you're not going to Europe or US or Canada or something, right? So that's the reason why I'm making this video and trying to explain exactly what made me choose this place over, US or Canada or any European countries. I'll tell you why. So if you look at US is as good as India, to be very honest, because you have something called as democracy, which is like a blanket of lies told to the people in the world, right? So a democracy, like you're electing an official to represent you, and that official is simply using your votes to get into power and make himself richer and probably destroy a few countries on the process. So this is what has been happening in US. If you look at Obama, you look at Bush, you look at Trump. Okay, Trump is a little bit of an exception, but most of the other people, they have done the same thing, right? And when you talk about Canada, so Canada was a very good option, to be very honest. But here's the thing, Canada is like a black hole. Let me just explain why I said that. So if you earn, like, say for example, you're earning $100,000 a year. I'm just giving you a rough figure. Out of that 100,000, on an average, a Canadian or anyone who is living in Canada is spending about 500,000 only on taxes, some kind of a direct tax or an indirect tax. So you have a lot of taxes in Canada. The good thing about it is that Canada does give you health benefits, it gives you opportunities, it gives you education free and stuff like that, right? So in that terms, Canada is like better than US any day. And when it comes to security, yes, Canada does give you a good security altogether. So you know that your life is secure overall. However, in Canada right now, for example, you had this guy Justin Trudeau, and during his regime, what really happened? You can't really afford to buy a house, that too earning in upwards of $100,000 a year. You can't afford to buy a house. I mean, why are you earning then if you can't even buy a house? I mean, it doesn't make sense, right? Like, why would you want to earn just to fill the pockets of the government? That doesn't make sense at all. So that is one thing that I would say about Canada, which a lot of people don't really realize until they have already gone there. So that's a good thing about automatic, that when you're in an automatic car, you don't really need to change gear. So anyways, why did I choose Dubai? Let's talk about North America first. So we already spoke about US, we already spoke about Canada, and then we talk about Europe. Okay. So in Europe, again, you have a lot of taxes in general, and it's kind of like not so modern. The way you think that Europe is, it's not really. You go to UK, and even if you're wearing a Samsung Galaxy watch, for example, someone might just steal it. And if you look at this guy, Andrew Tate, right? If you look at his videos, he has actually already spoken about this issue that nothing is safe in Canada, in UK. So if you're in London or you're in Glasgow, anywhere in UK, you're not really safe, to be very honest. You have to lock your house while you're inside it in order to be safe. And you have to lock your cars. I know for people who live in Dubai, it's kind of like, what? Do you really have to do that? Do you have to lock your house? Do you have to lock your car? Yes, that's what's happening in UK, and I don't know about other countries, but UK, London for sure, Paris for sure, Berlin is kind of like okay. In Dubai, that's the first thing I'm going to say. Safety. You don't even have to lock your cars. You don't even have to lock your house. I don't lock my house. I didn't lock my house ever since I came to Dubai. In fact, the entire UAE. So you go to any place in the UAE, you don't have to lock anything. You don't even have to worry about the fact that your wallet is on top of the car, for example, or your phone is in a restaurant you just left. You come back to that restaurant. If in case there is someone in the table already sitting and eating or something, then your phone will be in a counter where they will just keep it for you to come and collect it. There is absolutely no possibility, literally 0% chance that you lose something because someone has stolen it. That's a different story. If in case you lost something because you dropped it or something, that's a different story. This has happened with me in a place called Discovery, wherein I dropped my wallet while riding a motorcycle. The wallet was still there, and someone informed the police that there is a wallet lying on the roadside. So what happened was the police came, collected the wallet, and meanwhile I was in the office and I was just working. I had no idea that my wallet is not with me, right? So this is what had happened. So the police checked my license and registration of the car and the Emirates ID. They checked who does this thing belong to, and they have the entire database anyway. So they just checked the number and then they called me. They called me like 2 hours in. I was in the office, and after 2 hours, police called, Dubai police. And they called and they said, Habibi, did you lose your wallet? And I'm like, my wallet? Wait, let me check. And I was surprised. I was like, oh my God, I don't have my wallet. And that guy was like, okay, where are you located right now? So I said, I am in this place and I am working right now. I am in the office. So he said, okay, right now I am in a patrol car. If you want, I will just drop it into the nearest police station. You can just go there and collect it, because your Emirates ID is there, which is the most important one. Your license, your what do you call it, vehicle registration, everything was there. So he said that, and he's like, just come over and this is my number, just save it if in case you need any help. I was surprised, and this is like early days in 2019 when I was 2018 or 19 or something, when I was in Dubai. So I immediately took a break from my work, and anyways, it was much like lunchtime. So I just left, went running to that police station, and they were like, this is your wallet? I said, yeah. They just checked my Emirates ID, they checked my face on the ID, and then they checked my face, and they were like, okay, here it is. And I said, do I have to fill some form or some kind of a formality or something? They said, no, it's your wallet. It's unfortunate that you lost it, but it's safe with us. You're in our country, and everything that belongs to you is safe with us. And I'm like, wow, this wouldn't have happened in any other freaking country. This wouldn't have happened anywhere. I don't know of a country where this would have happened at all. In India, especially, if you're in a city, forget it. If in case you're in a village or a small town, maybe there is a chance that you might actually get your stuff back. But then it's kind of like pushing the limits, because here that safety is the top priority. Quite literally, the safety, the security. I mean, you will not find road rage in UAE, nowhere in UAE. Road rage is literally zero. There are certain circumstances wherein the tourists come in, they get their international driving license, they have absolutely no idea about UAE culture. They come here, they probably, drive in the middle of the lane. I can't even show you any car which does that, but it does happen, wherein there are people who come from different countries and they have absolutely no idea how to drive in UAE. Once you know that you're in UAE, I can assure you one thing, you're absolutely safe. There is no one who's gonna hurt you or steal from you or rob you. It's impossible here. That is the first point I wanted to make. I know it's been quite a long video, but I just wanted to relate my own story with what I was just telling you guys. So this is what happens. UAE is very strict with regards to rules, be it normal day-to-day routine or road rules, traffic rules. UAE is very, very particular about that. Even, for example, you're on lane change. If you're changing the lane and you're on the wrong lane, for example, so you're supposed to take a left and you're on the right lane or the middle lane, and you suddenly come to the left lane, that is a crime. Literally, you just broke the law and you will pay a penalty. So there is a 400 dirham fine, which is like equivalent to $100. So you can do the math wherever you're watching this video from. So that is one thing good about UAE. The laws are strict, including myself. I mean, the very first time when I got the license over here, and the first year, I accidentally broke the speed limit a few times, and I got quite a lot of, fines. And in how much fine did I get first? First time, I guess the first year, I got like 7,000 fine. So 7,000 dirhams is like about almost $1,800. Yeah. So that is how much I got the very first time. And you can literally buy a car for that much, because cars are really cheap over here. And then there is the factor called taxes. You don't pay any tax at all. And there is a 5% VAT, which is literally not even noticeable, because I'll tell you why. Recently, I went to a country wherein I bought a Red Bull. Okay, I just wanted to drink something, so I bought a Red Bull. So if you look at the cost, here the Red Bull costs like 3 dirhams. 3 dirhams is like less than $1. In fact, less than $1. And I went to this place wherein I bought the same Red Bull. I don't want to mention the name. So that was like $3. It's like 3 times the price from UAE. And that country is not even developed. I mean, it's like literally like a third world country. So I was like, wow, why is it so expensive? Then I tried with a bottle of water, and the same thing happened. Even the bottle of water was costing so high, and even biscuits, bread, anything and everything was more expensive when compared that to UAE. So here, the cost of any food items and groceries and stuff, it's actually lower than most countries. And having said that, 5% extra VAT is okay. I mean, it's not a big deal for us. Our entire, for my entire family, if I go for a grocery shopping for an entire month, I will not spend more than, say, around about $200 roughly. This is the maximum estimate that I'm actually giving you. That is how much you actually spend. So it's kind of cheap over here, and it is tax free. So whatever you earn, you keep it. You don't give it to government and just for them to, give you fake promises and stuff. Especially if in case you're watching from India, you know what I mean, right? You don't have good airports, you don't have good roads, you don't have good sewage. So yeah, that is another reason why I would say Dubai is really far better. And then you have, when you talk about Dubai's markets, they're always thriving. Literally, like finance market, you look at any industry, like except for oil and gas, you have finance industry which is booming, real estate booming all the time, car industry, it's always booming over here. Cars are cheap, really. I mean, you want a Mercedes S550 top of the line, you have to just spend like what, $10,000 or maybe $15,000 at the max, and that too untouched, kind of like a really good car, no accidents, nothing. For example, this car which I bought it for like close to roughly $5,000, and that's it. I mean, this car, it's a Mustang 3.6 liter V6. Amazing car. Overall, I love this car. So it's not that expensive when you compare it with other countries. You have logistics line, which is really very profitable over here, because Dubai being kind of like in the middle of Asia, Africa and Europe, what happens is almost everything comes through Dubai. So be it if you want, say for example, you're in China, right, and you're sending something to, say, Iraq, in simple terms, or you're sending something to Georgia, where do you think the goods actually come to? So it goes all the way from China to Dubai or UAE, any of the ports in UAE. And over here they offload their stuff, whatever they are actually taking, and then the trucks or another ship which is actually taking the entire load to another country will take it, which is far better in terms of logistics, and it is duty free. So basically you don't really pay much at all. In fact, you just pay the fee for the port and stuff like that, fee for storage, containers, those kind of normal basic stuff you have to pay. Other than that, you don't pay anything extra to the government. So that is another thing why business is always booming when it comes to Dubai or UAE. And then there is the people. God. Okay, when it comes to the people of Dubai, it's wow. literally wow, because people of Dubai, it's so diverse. Like, you might have a maid who is actually from say a maid coming from Kenya, okay? Then you might have a driver who might be from Sri Lanka. You might have a business which is the landlord might be Emirati, and you might be having a client who is from Saudi. So many people, I mean, from different backgrounds, and most of these people, they all live along happily. We never have any religious tension, we never have any cultural tensions, nothing. This is beautiful thing about UAE. I mean, that's one of my favorite things. Even if there is an accident, okay, I'll tell you honestly, this is my own personal observation, and those who live in UAE, they will tell you the same thing. If there is an accident between two cars, right? Say for example, the driver is an Indian or a Pakistani or something, and the other driver is, say, a European or an Arab. First thing that they will tell you, first thing, once they get out of the car, are you okay? Habibi, are you okay? I mean, that's how people think over here. If you are in your own home country, I'll tell you what, there will be a road rage or fight over who did what and stuff like that. But here, it's not that. Here people care about each other. If my car breaks down right now in the middle of the road, I'll just show you the road, how it is. Look at the road. It's 7-lane, and if in case it breaks down in the middle of the road, most of the people might actually come and help you without asking for a penny from you. Especially the police in Dubai and the entire UAE for that matter. Even if you're in Abu Dhabi or Ras Al Khaimah, Ajman, anywhere, the police is so helpful, especially if in case you have a breakdown and you're in the middle of the road or at the side of the road or something, you're out of fuel or something, they will come help you. They might not even take a single penny from you. In fact, they don't. They have a canister of fuel for you. They will just fill in like 10 liters or 20 liters for you to reach the nearest petrol pump and get yourself the petrol that you want. This is how helpful people really are over here. And the kind of experiences that I have had, I have become humble in simple terms. This is what UAE has done to me. No arrogance or no, I don't really know how to say it, but even a billionaire over here is humble AF. And millionaires, you won't even know that who is a millionaire over here, quite literally. You will be walking right next to him and you will be sitting in McDonald's, for example. Though nobody really sits in McDonald's anymore, but if you're sitting in a restaurant, right, and say you are new to UAE and you barely have any money, the next person might be a billionaire sitting right next to you. You will not even know that this is how people really are. So people are really down to earth and humble and very helpful overall. So yeah guys, I think this video has become a little too long, so I will just cut it a little short and I will get back to you if in case you have any more comments and you want to share your experiences with your country or something like that, please feel free to go ahead and comment down below and let me know. And let's engage in simple terms. Let's talk, right? Let me know whatever you feel, and if in case you have any questions in terms of UAE, feel free to ask. I am more than happy to help you out. So that's about it from my side, guys. This is your host Fayaz. Love you all. Take care. Bye for now.